Welcome to the English Mystic Podcast. I'm your host, English Mystic, Dragon Shaman, Spirit Whisperer, and Mr. Explorer of all things seen and unseen. You're tuning in to a very special series honouring the epic Dragon Thunder Summit 2025, a worldwide gathering of visionaries, dragon channels, energy workers and soul-shifting guides. The summit brought together 36 incredible speakers from across the world, each sharing their unique gifts, wisdom and connection with the dragon realms. In this podcast series, we're diving deep, one episode at a time, into the essence of each speaker, their transmission, their gifts, and all the healing and awakening and dragon connections they've brought forward. To explore more about each speaker or to access the full summit replays, visit www.dragonthunder2025.com. Now breathe deep, call in your dragons, and let's step through the portal together. Our speaker, Lily Lee, shared the power of light language as a soul dialect for healing and activation. She explains the role in trauma clearing and soul remembrance and leads a session to help you release dragon-related wounds and reconnect with your true essence.
Hey, Lily.
Hi, Vin. Hi, everyone. Hi, Lisbeth.
Hi. So welcome and enjoy. And
thank you. I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited to be here today. Again, my second annual here. Hi, Lawrence. Hey, Vin.
Hey, Lily. Well, once again, welcome and thank you very much, Elizabeth. Everyone has the details. You can just go up into the chat and just have a look at the websites and the offerings. So how are you, Lily?
I am good. I'm very good. And you know what? Thank you so much for being here, Vin, because I know it's like super duper late or early for you right now.
It's only about 3 a.m. It's not too bad.
Oh, just about 3 a.m.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just give us a bit of a bio about who you are. So Lily Lee is a starseed activator, a quantum light language healer, and soul mentor. So she's a founder of the Quantum Light Language Academy and is also a multi-best-selling international author. Lily Lee is a starseed activator, quantum light language healer and mentor. Soul language activator. Okay, I did mention that. I apologize. Just rereading stuff.
It's okay. They're important points.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'd like to reiterate.
Best known for Transformative Dragon Activation Light Codes book series, and which is a 48-book energetic transmission project with 16 volumes currently published and guiding readers worldwide on their path of activation and embodiment. As the founder of the Quantum Light Language Academy, Lily guides starseeds, empaths, and lightworkers to awaken their essence, reclaim their soul's purpose, and activate their innate healing and psychic abilities. So through a powerful quantum light language healing modality and activation sessions, she helps individuals reconnect with their multidimensional gifts, integrate their light, and step into their spiritual leadership with clarity and joy. Lily's current soul mission is both ambitious and deeply heartfelt, which is to awaken 5 million star seeds over the next 5 years. It's just about 1 million a year. Why? Because the sooner star seeds awaken to who they truly are, the sooner they can start enjoying life on Earth, fulfilling their soul's mission, and becoming catalysts for planetary healing. And this is a ripple effect, and you may be a part of it. If you felt like you don't quite belong here, if you question your life choices, long for home, a sense that your purpose runs deeper than the everyday, you may be a starseed and you're here for a reason. Many starseeds feel a soul-deep pull to help humanity to heal, to awaken consciousness, or to share their messages that transcend this world. Some experience with intuitive gifts, vivid dreams of other realms, or a magnetic connection to the cosmos. If this resonates with you, it's no accident that this is being read to you. So whether you're just beginning or ready to deepen your spiritual embodiment, Lily offers multiple pathways to support your evolution. And as mentioned, one of those is the Dragon Activation Light Code book series, which is a 48-volume galactic energetic transmission of deep clearing, soul remembrance, and activation. You also have the Elevate membership, which is an ongoing space for ascension, support, and deep integration of the Dragon Light Code series, featuring courses, journal prompts, and daily guidance to help release dense energy and to activate your soul's potential. And that includes weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly support based on your tier. You're offering courses. You've also got a free 3-day masterclass to jumpstart your starseed journey. You've got free content on social media. I know you've done a lot of TikToks, videos, and you also make handcrafted gemstone jewelry encoded with high frequency light language codes. So with that, I would say over to you, Lily Lee.
Thank you, Vin, for that introduction. So yes, everything that I do is aligned to my current soul purposes, and that is to actually accelerate cosmic disclosure, to normalize light language and innate psychic ability, and basically to activate as many curious souls or star seeds as possible, as Vin mentioned, so that they can awaken to who they truly are, enjoy this 3D reality, so they can accomplish their soul purposes and help humanity. And once they do that, it's again talking about the ripple effect, because I heard Vin and Elizabeth talk about the ripple effect. Once you have that ripple effect, then more of the others will be able to be in that vibration as well. And that's how we can anchor in the so-called, many people call them either the 5D or the new earth vibration. So that's how we can anchor it in. Okay, so that's why I am very, very excited to do this. And but then you might say, okay, great. What does that have to do with dragons? This is a dragon summit. So the interesting thing is, because before I came on, I was thinking, okay, what would you like me to talk about dragons today? And I got a very interesting download. And basically what they would like me to talk about is entrainment. I don't know why I wanted to call it entrenchment, but it's entrainment. And why? What about entrainment? What about entrainment? Because what happens is that I generally work with different collectives, depending on whoever it is that would like me to assist them. I have been a dragon for many, many, many different lifetimes. And so in this 3D current reality, they did approach me and they would like me to assist them. So a little backstory. So basically I came across, thanks to Vin, this extremely powerful deck from Gayatri Singh. And I came across this deck because Vin introduced it. And of course, whatever Vin referred me to, I trust his opinion. So I actually bought one myself. And when I got the Oracle deck, he was absolutely correct. It's extremely, extremely energetic, like powerful, full of energy. Then I was actually called to work with each and every card. Okay, I basically sat with each and every card for at least a day, and I was downloading a bunch of light codes. Okay, and And as a result, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do with these books? I mean, what am I going to do with these light codes? I actually end up with lots and lots of books like this huge, this big, this thick, and I must have at least, I don't know, 15 of these books full of light codes. So I said, what am I going to do with it? And then they said, put them in books. I was like, okay, I will put them in books. So that's how these books were born. Okay, so I have like literally one book per the card. Okay, the Oracle deck of Gayatri Singhs. Okay, so what exactly are these books for? Okay, so this is what they want me to talk about because they actually came up with an extremely efficient, fast way to help you remember who you truly are. And that is through entrainment. Okay, that is through entrainment. Okay, so what does that mean, entrainment? Okay, so entrainment is basically a situation where if two systems meet together, like they're in close proximity, usually the coherent, dominant energy would actually take over and will allow the other energy to calibrate and to basically sync with this dominant, coherent energy. Okay, so these books are basically that, meaning each and every one of these books are actually a way for you to help you remember who you truly are, different aspects of it. And each one of these have a dragon and they all have special powers. Okay, so if you come across one of the books, like so-called quote unquote read it, it will activate your remembrance, will activate your dormant DNA. Okay, and so these light codes, because they're full of light codes, it's not a regular book where you read. It's not all full of English, for example. It's actually has tons of light codes. If anything, it's more, these are just explanations at the front, but they're full of different light codes where you can entrain and you can calibrate towards it. So when you actually read, so-called read these books, you don't have to, you can either read the codes if you wish, or you can breathe with it, right? Breathe, just hold it, breathe with it. And it will, or just simply allow the light codes to to basically pass through your being, pass through yourselves. That's how you can simply entrain these codes within you. It helps you activate who you truly are, that aspect of it. So they want me to share this because I think I haven't really explained, like after right now I've published about, I think 15 or 16 of them out of the 48. So I haven't really explained fully how to use it. So they wanted me to go through and explain it. And a few examples of what exactly entrainment means. Perhaps you have experienced something like when you happen to be with someone, hang out with someone, and someone is actually, they're actually very grounded. You actually notice that your heart rate kind of slows down, then you calm down, right, as well. So that is an example of entrainment. Or another is perhaps, let's just say you're listening to certain music or mantra, and then you feel like taking a few deep breaths because, you're just basically calibrating and syncing to that energy. Okay, that's entrainment. Or perhaps you are listening to a song and then that song uplifts you. That's also an example of entrainment. Okay, so those are things that are very similar to these books, where the dragons have asked me to assist them to help humanity, help you to awaken to who you truly are. And once you do that, you will be able to help humanity and to help Earth. Now, I'm going to then back up a little bit with regards to light language and light codes and talk a bit about that, because that is actually extremely important as well. Why? Because light language is a soul dialect, and or one aspect of it is a soul dialect, I should say, because light language is actually an umbrella term, the way humans use it. So it's an umbrella term where it's kind of like if you're talking about bananas, apples, pineapples, the umbrella term would be fruits. Okay, so light language, the way humans use it, it's kind of like a category, like a term at the top. So within light language, there's a light language, there's soul dialect, right? There are light codes. And even within that, there are different things as well, because when you say light language, it could be a message that comes through. You can channel messages, you can channel information, you can actually bring through vibrations of healing and activation. Okay, so it means it has several different things that you can bring through. It's not just one. So meaning not all light language will have a meaning. So often I hear people wanting to say, oh, I wish I knew what that means. But sometimes it doesn't have a meaning. It's basically just healing vibrations, right? Or activations. It's not a message. Or sometimes it actually can just be noise, literally. Just like when you are talking to other people or hearing people talk, and you'll be like, what are they talking about? They are saying a lot about, I have no idea what they're saying, a lot about nothing. So that's an example of light language can also be noise. But soul dialect. So that's why all of us can speak light language. That's why I want to normalize it. I want to let everyone know that you can all speak it if you wish to do so. Why? Because if you are a living thing, then you have a vibration. If you have a vibration, you have a sound. Even if we cannot hear it with our human ears, just like this, I should really find out. Every time I say it, I'm saying I should really find out what it's called. You know how this thing where this technology where they invented, where you can actually use this pen-looking thing to tap a plant or a leaf or whatever, and then you can hear how it sounds like. Okay, so that is actually an example of a living thing where we cannot hear with our human ears, but they make a beautiful sound. Okay, so that's why all of us, if you wish, you can speak a soul dialect. You can speak your soul dialect. Okay, and so if you wish to speak your soul dialect, if you wish to activate it, there are actually different ways of activating that. And generally speaking, you can either activate it spontaneously, meaning one day you literally just wake up or you hear people talk about it and say, I don't know what happened. I'm just speaking something. I don't even know what I'm speaking. Okay, so that's possible. That's one way. A second way is you can literally go online and listen to the various light language channelers and see whichever ones that you actually resonate with, and just listen to them, because you may be able to calibrate and you may be able to start speaking. Okay, that they might be able to activate you. Okay, and the third way is, of course, you can always You can always do various exercises that I actually show you in my free masterclass, where you can, for example, sing it. You can actually use motion, hand motion as your conductor, because light language is not just activation, it's not just articulation, it's actual sung. You can sing it, you can write it, just like my books. You can write the light codes, you can draw them, and it can actually be in physical movement, like dance as well, right? So it comes in many, many, many different forms. So there are different ways of where you can practice that. And of course, the fastest way is to get an activator like myself, and as well as Vin, to help you activate your light language. And that is the fastest way. You do require an investment, but that is the fastest way. And that's how I got activated too. So yeah, so there are many, many different ways. And of course, then you would say, okay, how come I listen to one channeler, right, on YouTube, on whichever, wherever you heard them? How come they said they're Arcturian? Why is it that I listen to this other channeler? They said they're Arcturian too, but they sound absolutely different. Okay, this is the reason why. There are actually gazillions, yes, gazillions of light language, soul dialects out there. Because remember how, as I said, every living thing, if you're a living thing, you have a vibration. If you have vibration, you have a sound. Therefore, just imagine, not, let's just say, even on Earth, earthlings, we're earthlings. But there are other living things that live on Earth. They're dogs, cats, cows, insects, right? Bees, birds, so on and so forth. They're all living things. They all have a dialect. They all have a soul dialect, right? And that's why if someone says, I'm channeling Arcturian, they generally don't say Arcturian what? Because it could be Arcturian dragons, Arcturian mantis, Arcturian fairies, right? Arcturian actual beings, like human-looking beings, right? And same thing with all the other, let's say, Palladian and so on and so forth. Same thing, right? And that's why within dragon dialect itself, they're not just one dragon. There are many, many, many different dragon dialects out there too. And that is also something that you can activate as well if you wish to channel different types of beings and different types of races and beings. You can activate that too. Okay, so before I continue, are there any questions or anything that you would like me to touch upon?
Well, funny enough, you were answering the questions as you're going along, so I'm not sure if you were looking at the chat.
No.
But this is how spot on things were. Colleen Sorensen, she asked, what is the difference between light codes and light language, which you've answered. And then she puts in the comment, there's so many families of light, there's so many light languages out there. And yeah, you can answer. And she also asked, so everything has a light language but a different dialect. Yeah, I think you more or less covered the kind of questions that was going on in the chat here. So
Okay, awesome. Okay. Yeah, so why would a person want to, what's the big deal about light language, soul dialect? Why do I even want to start speaking that? Okay, that's a great question, right? Why? It's because that is the fastest way for you to connect to who you truly are. For you to remember who you truly are. For you to also be able to, once you know how to use it, you're able to use it to clear any dense energy. You're able to raise your vibration just like that. You're able to even Let's just say heal yourself, heal others, if you wish. Right. So there are many, many, many different benefits. You can use it to connect with your higher self, to connect with other beings, if you wish to connect with them and receive messages. Right. And that is the fastest way to do so. And perhaps sometimes, again, you probably listen, if you're interested, to different channelers, and some of them kind of just makes you go, ugh, that is just weird, right? That just doesn't make me feel good. Listen to your inner guidance always. Because why would you come across something like that? Or what does it mean, right? So the word light language, it's actually a little bit misleading. The two words, both. I'll explain why. Light language, the first word light, not everything is of the light. Not all light languages are of the light. Even if a being says, I'm a light being, it doesn't mean they're for your highest good. That's the easiest way to put it. That's the most accurate way to put it, as opposed to saying they're evil. So same thing with light language. If you come across a light language that makes you feel uncomfortable, that makes you go, I don't know, that doesn't make you feel good. Listen to your intuition, inner guidance, simply just scroll away. No need to give it any more energy than necessary, meaning you don't need to go, oh my God, what is that? Is that evil? Like what kind of energy is that? Like, why is it making me feel so bad? No need to do that, because all it simply means is that the transmitter, the channeler, when they are setting the intention, it just doesn't happen to align to your highest good. That's it. That's all. You don't need to say evil, whatever. The simplest, most accurate way is saying it doesn't align to your highest good. So that is fine. Don't worry about it. Just scroll until you find something that makes you feel good. Okay. And then how would you know? Let's just say, I think a lot of you might be speaking light language or soul dialect already, but you don't know. You might be calling it gibberish. But hey, you know what? Humans, when we don't know something we hear, oh, it's gibberish. When we don't know something that we see, oh, scribble. It might very well be light codes, right? And how can you tell the difference? And let me explain a little bit more about light codes. What are light codes? The simplest way to explain light codes is, a zip file. You have a zip file. Oh, it doesn't hardly take up any memory at all. But when you unzip it, it's like, whoa, so much information is in there. That is like light codes. If you see a couple of scribbles, right? Scribbles and a couple of light codes, you'll be like, it's nothing, but they are full of information, Okay. It can activate you. It can clear you. It can send so much, give you so much knowledge, right? All you have to do is allow it to come in. So just like these books, right? These books that the dragons have asked me to help them with, these books, same thing, entrainment. Just allow the coherence, because those are pure energy. Allow the coherence or whatever the book title, because there are like 48 of them. Like this is insight, for example, right? If you're called to get the insight, the book on insight, if you wish to have more insight, allow your being, right? It's all about remembrance. It's not about teaching. There's no teaching at all whatsoever, because I know Vin and Elizabeth also talked about it. It's all remembrance, right? Even light language, light codes, all of this is remembrance, not teaching, not taught, not learned. Okay. And so if you want to take this book, for example, and you're called to take this insight, right? This book, Insight. All you do is allow this energy to entrain with yours. right? Allow your energy to calibrate with it, right? If you wish, you can open it and just simply look at the different light codes and to calibrate with it. And literally, that's all you need to do. And yeah, that's all you need to do to basically benefit and to activate that part of your remembrance, because it will, once you start in training with it or calibrate with it, you'll feel, you may or may not feel that your inner, right, your inner body is starting to basically have some kind of a changes, or there's some movement. Actually, that's a better way to say it. There's some movement, and is basically helping you clear away anything that is not aligning to the or that's blocking you from getting the insight, for example, in this book, insight that you require. Okay, so that's that's how these books works. Okay, so that's another way. So as I was talking about, you feel or don't feel. Okay, so when you listen to light language, you may sometimes feel something, or you may not feel something. Okay, and I actually am called to do a clearing for you later after I explain all this. And basically, what I'm called to help you with is to help you clear any traumas that you actually have with the dragons, so that I'm able to help you remove the blocks, that trauma blockage, so that you're able to connect with them, you're able to embody them, you're able to embody that aspect within you, the dragon aspect within you. Okay, so I'll be doing that a little bit later on after I explain this. So sometimes, yeah, so with light language, when you hear it, you may feel discomfort in different areas of your body. It's all up to you, because, for example, in this case, I'm here to assist you with clearing any traumas that you have with the dragons that you may know or may not know about, right? So I'm here to help you clear that. So for you, everybody's different. For you, maybe you've stored it in your right shoulder. For others, maybe it's in the heart space. And for others, maybe it's in the throat, right? So when I do the channeling of the light language and the light codes to help you clear, you may feel discomfort in various different areas. Okay, so if you do, simply just ease into it, meaning acknowledge it. Ooh, I feel an interesting sensation in my throat. Oh, my heart is have a different fluttering or whatever, right? Just acknowledge it. Don't tense up and go, what is she doing to me? No need to tense up, just relax. And because it's important to be relaxed, because when you remain relaxed, that's how you help me, help you, help me, help you release that dense energy. Okay. And because that is where you happen to be storing what we're talking about, the trauma with the dragons, for example. And once we do that, you may feel physical release sensations, such as burping, coughing, yawning, even crying or laughing, or you feel like standing up, move around, stretching. Please do that. Please do so. Okay. Because that is a way, again, for you to physical release. So it helps me, help you, help me, help you release that too. Okay. So for those of you that may not feel anything, okay, some people actually happens, and generally speaking, it happens to males more than females. And generally it's because perhaps when you were younger, you were brought up in a situation where you were told to don't show your emotions, or stop crying, you're a boy or you're a man or, whatever, you're so sensitive, don't be a sissy or whatever it is. For whatever reason it is, you had to basically so-called survive by not showing your emotions. So therefore you kind of have put up a blockage, a wall, okay, so that you don't feel as much. Okay, so if that is you, I do have a full body scan meditation. It's extremely effective. It's on my YouTube, where you can check it out, do it on a regular basis, because then you will start to feel, then you will probably start telling me or whoever around you going, oh, I feel like a stab in my left. You're going to be able to articulate it so specifically. Oh, I have a stab pain in my left, I don't know, T4 or whatever you're going to say, if you do on a regular basis. So try that out, check it out, and let us know what happens. But yeah, so if you are ready and if you would like to receive this clearing, then I'd love to do that for all of you.
Sounds good.
Okay, all right, awesome. So everyone, please close your eyes. I will first walk through a center meditation, and then I will bring in the clearing. So close your eyes. Find a comfortable position. And let's take 3 deep breaths. Imagine a beautiful red cord shooting out of your tailbone, going all the way deep, 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 down into the earth's core. It goes deeper and deeper and deeper until it finds a black obsidian crystal in the size of a boulder. Now red is the color of the root chakra, and the black obsidian is known to help absorb any dense energy that's no longer serving you. So once the beautiful red cord finds the black obsidian, it wraps itself around it, snugly, not tightly. Then it begins to expand even wider and wider and wider and even deeper and deeper and deeper into Mother Earth, as if they are the roots of a ginormous ancient oak tree. Now simultaneously at the same time, there's a beautiful golden white light shooting out of your crown, going all the way up, 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 up into the sky. It goes higher and higher and higher until it finds your soul star. You do not need to know what that is. Your higher self will take you there. Now, once the beautiful golden white light finds your soul star, it'll wrap itself around it again, snugly, not tightly. Then it will shoot right back into your crown, and as it hits your heart space, it will start to expand into every single cell of your body. And once it does that, it will expand outside of your body. It will grow taller and taller and taller until it's way taller than you. And it'll grow wider and wider and wider until it's way wider than the span of your arms as they are stretched out as wide as possible. Now this is the container that we will be working in today. Only anything of the highest good for me and all of you are allowed to enter, and nothing else. So at this point in time, I will be bringing the light codes to help you clear any past traumas that you may know or may not know of related with the dragons, so that you are able to connect, reunite, or embody them with your being. Pitaroto rata 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 Pitarata rata 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 rata. Pitarata rata 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 chigrita rata chigrita rata 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 chigrita rata rata chigrita rata chigrita rata chigrito toro. Pitaroto rata 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 chigrito rata rata chigrita rata. Pitarata rata 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 chigrito rata chigrita rata chigrita rata chigrita rata Pitara tarata karata chigritata tarata karata chigritata para chigritata rata karata chigritata karata chigritata 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 karata chigritata chigritata kororo. Pitara tarata chigritata tarata chigritata tarata para chigritata rata karata chigritata rata karata chigrito tarata karata. Pitara tarata chigritata tarata chigritata tarata chigritata chigrito tarata para karata chigritata rata karata. Pitara tarata chigritata chigrito tarata chigritata chigritata tarata chigritata rata chigritata tarata karata chigritata tarata chigrito. Pitar the Rajigrita Tara, the Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, the Karata Jigrito Cataro. Pitar the Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrito. Pitar ra 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 ra. Pitar Tara, Rajigrita, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrito Tara, Rajigrita Tara, Rajigrita Tara. Pitara rajigrita tara pitara jigrita rajigrita tara jigrita tara jigrita rajigrita tara para jigrita tara rajigrito tara tara pitara rajigrita tara rajigrita tara rajigrita tara rajigrita tara tara jigrita tara rajigrito tara pitara jigrita rajigrita tara jigrita rajigrita tara rajigrita tara jigrita rajigrita tara rajigrita tara 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 pitara rajigrita tara rajigrita tara rajigrita tara rajigrita tara tara rajigrito tara tara pitara tata tara tara rajigrita Tarata Tarata Rajigrito Tarata Rajigrito Tata Catatarita Rotaira Pitar Tarajigrita Tarata Rajigrito Torata Rajigrita 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 Tarata Rajigrito Rajigrita Takara Rajigrito Toro Pitar Rajigrita 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 Takara Pitar Ra Pitar Rajigrita 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 Rajigrito Tukara Rajigrita Takarito Phew. Wata hachaka waka hacha. Wata hiaka wahachaka waka. Wata hachaka waka hachaka waka haka. Wata hachaka waka hachaka wakaka. Ta ya wahaka yaka wakaka haka chaka waka. Yaka wakaka hachaka waka hachaka ta 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 tu. What ya 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 what ya 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 what ya 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 what ya what ya 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 what ya what ya what ya what ya what wa ya wa ya Okay, now slowly come back to me and let me know how you feel.
Thank you, Lily. To be very careful that I do not fall asleep. Which kind of brings me to Colleen's Sorensen's question. Why do I often fall asleep during light language?
Okay, so that actually is a way for your higher self to ask your human to get out of the way so that you can actually receive the light codes fully, because perhaps your human might be more analytical and be more basically trying to analyze and try to say, okay, is this really working? What is she saying? What's going on? So on and so forth. So once your human is out of the way and supposedly fall asleep, you'll realize that you're not really fall asleep, because when the person calls you back, you will actually come back. Okay, that's when you know you're not asleep. So when your human is asleep, that's the most effective way. If you are that kind of person, because everybody's different and you're in different stages too, right? So if you happen to fall asleep during that, and that is why.
Okay. So we have another question here. Is it better to activate a certain dragon light language? As in, do we need to know which dragon light language to activate, or does it just happen?
No, it actually just happens. It's whatever it is that your higher self is ready to connect with, what your being, your human is ready to connect with. So you don't need to know which dragon dialect or dragon even.
We've also got another question here. What's your YouTube? Will all of your links be on your link tree? Can I just put that in?
Oh, yes, please. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to put that into the chat.
Okay.
As we get in, and there's a couple of other comments is coming in here. The fairy part of the light language hit me. I think everybody knew when the fairies came in there. And yeah, we have some nice comments. And okay, fairy part of the light language hit me. Tina says, love it. Fairy dragons, amazing. That's really felt it with the powerful low. And I think this is, I just wanted to mention something about entrainment as well. So entrainment is basically matching of vibrations. For example, if there's a tuning fork that's of the same, two of the same kinds of tuning forks, you strike one of them and it vibrates and you put it close to the other one without touching, but the other one will kind of vibrate in resonance. So when the dragons are talking about entrainment, that's basically what they're talking about. It's about codes. It's about you matching the frequencies of these codes, which are essentially, in my mind, a set of instructions. Okay. And these activations are basically kind of on and off switches that turn off something and switch on something else. But in that result, what it does is it just creates that frequency to which you match that resonance, also known as entrainment. So I think that's important to just want to bring that.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love that. Because I think they just wanted me to bring that word up.
No, it's a very important word. It's a word that's used in a lot of different healing modalities. But the fundamental is so it's fundamentally very, very important because of what it represents, and it's what the very basis of everything is, which is frequency, which is vibration, and that's what we're doing. Essentially, by unleashing your own dragon, your presence becomes that very entrainment field to which everything else starts to entrain because you start becoming so dominant at it. So Simone says the dragon began to work with me before you started, so that's nice. And it's nice that you can tell which dragons have been speaking through you. Colleen also says, you're right, Dawn. I feel like I grew a horn in my third eye. She's in daze. And I said, I felt it, a full body shake at the end when you put your hands up. Okay, my eyes were closed. I didn't see that one. It's always so peaceful when I sleep, though. Thank you. That was awesome. So I suppose that was in reference to the previous question about why do I fall asleep? Ina loves your soul language, and Lawrence, says the tuning fork theory is exactly the same theory for manifestation. You attract who you are. So yeah, entrainment is the word. Entrainment is the word. What are we entraining ourselves to?
Yes, absolutely. And it's like literally the fastest way, right? Like if you're able to find that resonance, if you're able to find that vibration that aligns with you, everything falls in place. It's easy. It's ease, right? It's ease. It's not difficult. It's not so it's matching vibration. Yes, Colleen. Yeah, it is matching vibration, essentially.
But essentially, it's kind of matching vibration without any effort. It's effortless.
Yes.
It's something that naturally happens, as in like the case with the tuning fork, as in the case that you mentioned, Lily, where some people just have that vibe about them. So once you're close to them, you automatically feel good or bad. And that's what entrainment is.
Yes, and the thing is, I think it's important to be conscious of what it is you train with. Why do I say that? It's because often we may entrain with, even though it doesn't match our vibration, but because the vibration out there is so dominant, right, that we might calibrate towards it, like the lack, the frustration, the anger, whatever it is that's out there, right? It's easy if we are not conscious of it, it's easy for us just to basically sync with that without knowing, right? But if you're conscious of what's going on, then you will, you will say, whoa, that's not my vibration. I don't want to sync to that, right? I don't want to sync to that. And then you will find whatever it is that you would like to uh, sync with instead. Yeah, so that's also actually a very important point.
Hmm. Okay, so I felt the dragon dialect. I know, well, the specific one that came out. I mean, we kind of get used to what types of the energies are coming through. Uh, but yeah, just a little bit more on those cards, the Dragon Guardians of Truth. I'm so glad I recommended it to you so that you can channel that other information that's coming through. I remember when I first ordered that deck, because I don't have a lot of deck. In fact, I've only got basically 2 Oracle decks, and I haven't got them, right. But I know for that specific one, it was on my mind for a long time. And eventually, when I got it, as soon as I got it, I could like see that entire group of dragons is like, in what took you so long, you know? So yeah, very, very powerful deck, very, very powerful channelings as well. And your dialect, it's very different to some of the other dialects around in terms of how it is that you speak. Why is that?
Why is that? I cannot really explain the why.
Mhm.
I would say, generally speaking, when I channel, I do connect with source. So perhaps that is why it gives a very clear channel, because I don't really I only work with source, my higher self, and the client's higher self only. But I can't really tell you why. It
Mhm.
sounds different. No, I can't really tell you why.
Do you personally in your sessions, do you bring a lot of transmissions coming through, or is there a lot of more coding that comes through?
I would say depending on the client, right? Because some people
Mhm.
they need more coding, they need more clearing and activations than transmissions or messages. So it depends, but I would say definitely in general, because I focus on the activations and the clearing. So I would say codes come through definitely way more than channeling, so to speak, channeling messages.
All right, so Simone has a comment. While holding back because of too much or other reasons lowers our vibration, and that's why we align to lower vibrations instead of realigning to our own soul's vibration, which is actually high. Yeah, holding back is kind of stifling and kind of confining the energy, so that makes perfect sense. Robert is asking, would you call the speaking in dragon tongues?
Sure. there are different ways of even speaking in tongues, right? Speaking in tongues is a different way of calling light language. But speaking in tongues in general has a religious connotation to it because I guess it first originated in churches. But it's just a different way of, whereas light language that has absolutely no religious connotation whatsoever behind it. It's just literally vibration of the soul, or different beings, vibrations of different beings or the soul. So yeah, you could call speaking in dragon tongues if you wish. What do you think, Vin?
Well, yes, and once again, no, in the sense that the connotations and the intentions behind it. So, light language, the umbrella term, obviously, that we're talking about is not religious. It's not religious. Whereas speaking in tongues does have a religious connotation to it. The similarities come in is I do believe that they access the same portion of the brain through which the information is kind of filtered through and then channeled through. So, and remember, speaking in dragon, you get different dragon dialects, but as Lily mentioned, there's a gazillion different dialects because there's a gazillion different species of galactic self there as well. And yeah, Gayatri Singh's Dragons Guardians of the Truth Oracle deck, that's the name of the deck. So yeah, is there anything else you'd like to share, Lily, before we go off? We have a few minutes left.
Yeah, so what I have a very special offer for the viewers in this year's summit. And let's see. So I have a couple of offers actually. So the first one is I actually do have an offer for activating your light language in a group session for only $55 US. That's actually extremely affordable because usually if you book a session with me, it's $222 US. And so I will actually put the link here. And another special offer that I would like to gift to all of you is I would like to give you a discount of 25% off in all of my services and whatever it is I offer in my awakeningstarseeds.com website. So I'm putting the codes in here. So the discount code is Dragon Summit 25, DRAGONSUMMIT 25. And the last thing I'd like to share is Dina Fortune and we actually have an extremely special offer where it's for people that would like to connect with your dragon higher selves. And it's basically a 3-part offer. So it actually has Dina will be painting your dragon higher self essence in watercolor 8x8, and I will be channeling in light codes of messages of your higher self that I would like to give you and translate that into English as well. And then the third portion is that you will hop on a private Zoom session with Dina and we will do an activation for you. So if you're interested, you can actually find that in my website. And again, the 25% also apply to that. And regular price for that is $333 US.
Oh, great stuff. So yes, Lily, thank you very much for your talk. Thanks for joining us. And yeah.
Thank you for journeying with us today on the English Mystic Podcast, Dragon Thunder Summit 2025 edition. This is just one voice, one frequency in a greater dragon symphony, each echoing across the earth right now. If you felt the stir in your heart, if you heard a whisper from your dragon allies, then the work is beginning. Be sure to explore all 36 epic speakers and their transmissions by heading over to the website www.dragonthunder2025.com, where the portal is open. Until next time, walk boldly with your dragons, speak your truth like fire, and may your path be guided by the ancient winds. Stay mystical, stay wild, stay dragon aligned. This is the English Mystic. See you next time.
In the realm where spirits dance, where dragons soar with fiery glance, a song of power, strength untold, for human hearts, for young and old. Wings that span the starry night, scales that gleam with ancient light. Dragons rise, guardians bold, tales of healing, tales untold. Almighty ones, wise and grand, protectors of this sacred land. With breath of fire, a timeless art, they heal and mend each wounded heart. Through shadows deep and forests wide, they guide us with a noble stride. In the dance of life, a sacred chance to heed the call of dragon trance. Scale by scale, a shield they weave. In the moonlit night, their magic breathe. Whispers of protection, strong and true. In the realm where dreams come through. So gather round, O kin of earth. Let the dragon's melody give birth to healing streams and fiery light, as we journey through the shaman's night. O dragons, ancient and divine, your friendship like the stars will shine. In the tapestry of life, a song we weave with spirits, dragons, hearts believe.